Good morning, Suraj Singh, civil engineer, Faridabad, Bharat, Jai Bharat, Jai Sanvidhan, Bharat Mata ki Jai, Vande Mataram. I am citizen of this country, Bharat, India. We people of this country, we people of this country is a great word. हम भारत के लोग, we people of this country having resolved to constitute this country into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, SSSDR, to ensure its people freedom, liberty, everything, freedom, equality, and liberty, and to lead it to brotherhood, fraternity, integrity, unity of everything, society, and nation. And freedom is, you can say, liberty, opportunity, everything, justice. Justice of what? Social, political, economical, and freedom of faith, expression, thought, way of worship, and equality of opportunity, etc. This is our right. This is our root. Just like tree is a root, it's our tree root. No one can change it. It's, you can say, a power by birth. It's our power by birth. And that power given to us by our freedom fighters, by our those people, lakhs of people who sacrificed their lives for this country, and for us who are their heroes. But we have not proved that we are loyal heroes to our freedom fighters, because whatever their ideals had with them, whatever they had with them, we are lacking in those ideals. They were so serious that they sacrificed their lives, they ruined their lives, so as we had to achieve our freedom. But we are not valuing anything of freedom we achieved. It's on same pattern as I have money in my pocket. I don't care for money because my pocket is full. My stomach is full. I think everybody is not hungry. Everybody has taken food. That is what natural thinking I have, which is not can't be called brilliant thinking. Because I consider because I am safe, others are safe. That's not my Bharat. We call, we appreciate our land in the name of Vande Mataram. That's very nice. Sujalam, Sufalam, Malaya Shitalam, Sahasa Shamlam, Matram, Vande Matram, first line, and then many lines. Jan Ganman Adinayak Jai He Bharat Bhagya Vidata, first line and then many lines. Bharat, 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 Bhagya, 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 Vidata, Vidata, Vidata. We are. We have to write our luck by our hard work, by our affection to this nation, to this land, by our affection to our people. We have to write our luck by honesty, by sincerity, by setting good goals, and encountering all challenges, all warnings that come our way. That is called objective of ours, to make this country rise up and up and up as is mandated under Article 51A of Constitution of this country, that is fundamental duties of every citizen of this country. These fundamental duties we never read, I'm sure. 99% population never read, they never know it. And Constitution of this country, I think 99.9% people don't read it. Very good, don't read it. You are not habitual in reading, you are not habitual in writing, you are not habitual in thinking. You are only habitual in sleeping, eating, and marrying, and then generating kids. That's your habit. Again, I'm telling you are sleeping, habitual of sleeping, habitual of eating, habitual of drinking, habitual of marrying, habitual of generating. That is your cycle of process cycle, your train in which you are traveling. But nation is much more about than this. Unfortunately, we have not cultured our society in a way that it should keep itself awakened during sleep. We have not converted our brains to remain active even if we are sleeping. That's our problem. Because generation which is now and generation which has been one but now, they both are not serious. Of course, I am also post-freedom generation. I was born in 1955. My father was born before independence. My other people, other forefathers were all born before independence, but they are no more. We are there. And I find character difference between myself and my father and others who were pre-independence born. Those people, those were not very well educated, were not very well, you can say, trained, but they had a seriousness effect. They had a degree of seriousness and concern for nation, concern for society, which we lack. We are oriented, we are targeting ourselves towards comforts, not towards minimum requirements. We want to extract every luxury in life. We want to get money in life. We just want to use that money for ourselves. We don't think for nation. We are just crying in songs and in dramas, Bhande Matram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai, this and that. But in reality, we are not doing anything. It's not a blame. It's a fact of life. You have got something undone. You did nothing for that. You don't even know history. You don't even know facts. But you are enjoying life. You are depending upon soldiers only. You are not doing any own efforts. You think you give money to them and that's adequate. You are not depending upon your own mind. You are not developing your mind. If 5% people develop their mind, it doesn't mean anything. No. We say we are a free country. Of course we are a free country, but we are free by physical means, not by minds, not by souls. Our minds are not free. You can ask why. No need asking. You know it. We have complete system according to constitution of this country. We have. We have systematic approach, but we don't have practical approach. We have a governing system. We have. Every country has. We have. We have a return system. We have, of course. We claim that this is best in the world. Yes, we claim. But what is our contribution towards that system which we are having? Do we have any contribution to that? I don't have any contribution to that. I was delivered this system by virtue of heredity. I didn't do anything in that. I didn't even suggest anything in that because I was not available that time. Maybe I was past birth. I don't know. I have not contributed anything to the freedom movement. I have not contributed anything to building this nation. But I am pride. I am this country's man. I am this country's citizen. Yes, I am. That is birthright. But why should I so concerned about problems of this country? I have to be or have not to be? I have to ask myself. If I attach myself to this country, I feel I belong to this country, or I mentally feel, not conscious feel, I mentally feel I belong to this country, then I also draw a duty. I also owe a duty to dispose to this country. And that duty is mandated in 51A article of Constitution of this country, which is minimum duty. You can enlarge that to whatever you want. It depends upon your contribution to this country. And when you contribute to this country, you contribute to the whole world because this country is a part of the world. Legislative work is done by legislatures, lawmakers. Executive work is done by government of this country. And judicial work is done by judiciary. But on top of that, three institutions. On top of that is a major institution, that is membership of this body corporate country. Public is top institution of this country, society of this country, under which umbrella stay these three institutions: legislature, executive, and judiciary, equal to president. President is head of all. But public is above head of whole. As public member, I have certain duties, certain rights, but I never analyze them. Never. I want everything to be given to me. But who shall give to you? Very easily we leave to government. Yes, there's government. Of course, government will take care of that, but you have to define policy for government. Yes, that's right. Where's government? Question arises. We have a set system defined in constitution, and constitution not for one man, it's for all citizens of this country. It is for everybody. And this constitution is not a book. It's not a framework alone. It's oath, it's holy state. Constitution of India is like a holy book for citizens of this country, not religious citizens of this country. You have to consider it as a holy book. You have to use it mind, use it by mind, use it by conscience, use it by soul, use it by everything. You cannot say no. If you say no, you can go outside boundary of this country because you are bound by this constitution. You are a citizen of this country, or even if you are not a citizen of this country, you are a resident here from somewhere else, till you are residing here, you have to abide by it. Because where you go, law applies to this country. If I stay somewhere else, law applies onto me from there. So the same thing applies to every person residing in this country. So why I am telling you all this? I am telling you all this because you are sleeping. Particularly my talk is targeted to youth, to those people who are mature, not to seniors, not to veterans, and not to children. Children cannot understand this because they are children, they are school going, and they may not understand this because seniors cannot understand. I am also senior, and I have seen many seniors. Nobody cares. They know something of something, and that's it. They don't want to know it full, and that is the problem in this country. We are living in a country under certain rules, and we don't want those rules. You say, why? What have to do with this? No, means you guys have to do nothing. You are just a dead animal. You are just a dead body, nothing else. You don't want to know something. When you know, you are dead. When you want to know, you are dead. Yes. When some emergency comes to you, you want to know. And that's too late. Why British ruled us? This is not a question. They ruled us because we allowed them to rule us. British ruled us. We can blame them very easily. But are they blamable, you think? They ruled us because we allowed them. Why did we allow them? My question is that. Why did we allow British to rule us? Because we did not use gun against them. When they came here from there, when 3,000 people were exiled from there, from prisons, they did not want to afford food for them in prison or use them. They did not use. They said these are condemned people, these are prisoners. We don't want. They let them go out this country, outside this country. They left that country, and they were so sincere that they walked over the sea or somewhere, and they also reached our country in form of servants or in form of merchants or whatever form. They reached there and tried to gradually stay in our country, in Gulf countries, in other countries as well. Well, they didn't reach China, misconception exists, So these people started ruling us according to certain charter granted by United Kingdom in 1600. East India Company later on it was generated. They ruled us, and we were so gentle to them. Come on, my British guy, come on, I call you sir or lord or whatever, and you stay here, and no problem, you are my brother. Atithi Devo Bhave, you are my guest. Guest shall stay forever. A guest will come for 2 or 3 days. Should I stay for 90 years, 100 years, 150 years? We never contemplated that because we are a divided society. So we can blame ourselves that we allowed them to stay here. We should not blame ourselves. We should not blame someone else. And before that, Mughals ruled us, so we should blame ourselves. And before that, migrated people from so-called Aryans came, we have to blame ourselves. Yes, they came, they are here. Mughals came, they are here. And British left. Question is, are we sleeping now, or we are used to sleeping? My suggestion is we are used to sleeping. We have been used to sleeping for centuries. And Kumbhakarna we are. I think probably Kumbhakarna was born here, to my understanding. And we are clan of Kumbhakarna. We are heredity of Kumbhakarna. Because 95% people in our society generally sleep. They are not hardworking. They are not hard intelligent. They are just followers like sheep, like dogs. If you follow, follow. I don't know what thought came in mind of Nehru, Gandhi, Subhash, Bhagat Singh, and many others. Jhansi ki Rani. I don't remember all names now, but hundreds of names are there. I think some ghost enter their minds who force them to fight British. Otherwise, there was no need. Because we don't deserve freedom. We don't deserve freedom. We are not qualified enough that we should be free. Mentally, we are slaves. Forget physical. Mentally, we are slaves. And slaves can't be treated. It's allegation on all citizens of this country, and I am also lead of that. I consider myself first responsible as I am speaking, and of course, I applies to me as well. And particularly to those people who wants to keep off from knowledge. If they forget that knowledge is light. Knowledge is light. If you have money and no knowledge, you cannot use money. You can just drink, eat, and sleep. That's all. You have crores and billions of rupees, and if you don't understand how to spend that, how to preserve that, you'll of course shatter it. This is basic. Keep drinking, keep enjoying women, enjoying houses, take this house, drink, and then yashi baji, and you leave all your money off from your pocket and then suffer. Same things here. Everybody likes Lakshmi, money. Nobody likes Saraswati. Because Saraswati wants your mind. Without that, it doesn't come. It doesn't come by purchases, but your mind should be strong enough to get it. Only then it comes. But you won't do that. I have money, I can buy everybody. I can buy whatever I want. You can buy life. You can buy sound. You can enlarge your life. If you ask them, they'll say, oh, no, you are taking it too different. I mean to say, I have to live a comfortable life, and that's all. Okay, live. Don't forget that you are living in a country. You are not living in a separate island which is owned by you. You are a part of this country. And don't forget that you did not do anything for this freedom. Your forefathers did. Their forefathers did. What did you do? You just enjoy fruits. That's it. You don't even know what is root. You don't know what's trunk. You don't know what's the branches. You're just picking up fruits, eating. That's it. Those people who don't know history of this country, and I also one of them, I don't know history of this country very well. Because history comes from books, and books are not sure genuine or not genuine. Is my fabricated history or is real history? Nobody knows. So only imagination lies there. And imagination is all hypothetical, and hypothetical got no meaning at all. There's no evidence. Whatever evidence available, you know that. It's evident that British were there. It's evident Mughals were there. It's evident Aryas came. And before them, there was there. So Mahabharata, the Ramayana, or Satyameva, whatever you call this imagination, only skepticism. Why I'm telling all this? I just want to bring your attention to the state of affairs happening now in this country. Political, economical, institutional, and all. I am an engineer by profession, by qualification, and by my experience. I'm grown up now. I around retired. You can say like retired. 65 years married now. I know I not stay much in this country. Maybe 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, tomorrow, today. I don't know. I'm not going to certainly force. It's not possible. 70 years, 65 years, 50, this life, So I am just ready to move, no problem to me. I've decided, no tension to my mind. But country is country. If I suffer for something, I suffer from something in life, if I share with you because of medium, because of this Facebook or something else, it's good. Nothing wrong with that. We can. Why not? If I can share my views with you, particularly those people who keep away from constitution, those youth who don't want to take any interest in office affairs. I don't think they want to take interest. 90%, 95%, you do not want to take interest except their job activities. I have my relatives and the young people, and when I talk to them, I find I'm disappointed. Really, I'm very disappointed. Boy or girl, both are the same opinion. What have taken this question? I don't want to do this and this and that. I'm only interested in a job and being paid, and that's enough. Go fine, you do it, no problem. Also, you are getting money from job. The job is a good job. You are getting good money and enjoy your life. They're not interested in anything. No general knowledge, no constitution, no law, nothing. I don't understand them. If attitude is that, and not only my relatives, I see others too. No interest. They do not know politics. They don't know society. They don't know anything. They don't know nation. They don't know international activities. They just want to eat and live and sleep. So these are educated sleepers. Our current generation who are young, educated sleepers I can call them, because they have graduations, post-graduations, or school graduation. They have many certificates. But they only need one thing: they get job, that's it. I have no problem. And when they do a job, they are returns, ask them, see them, meet them. Oh, I have a job. I'm depression. What can I do? I'm not getting high place. Yes, they are so panicful at that time. Why panic? Jobs shall keep coming and going. This is life. When you have a job, you spend a lot. Oh, my pocket is full. I am getting 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 50,000, all that monthly. Your pocket is so full, it doesn't allow to preserve. Go and spend. You're going to malls. You're not going to petty shopkeepers. You're not going to hawker. You're not going to small shop. You're going to mall. You'll spend 50% more on the active items. Why? You're benefiting industrialists. You're benefiting rich owner. You're not benefiting shopkeeper. Oh, the shopkeeper stands bad quality and all that. That's bad quality and that is good quality. This is build up of mind of our youth. Every country depends upon youth. Remember, youth wins country. I have done. Old have done. Old are rejected. Old are rubbish. I know this is contemplation of youth. You consider that. I'm rubbish. I'm rejected. I am Buddha. I am Satyemev. I am everything. I don't mind that because this is right to speak. I don't care for that, but speak. But I want to see you take control of this nation. You are also running away from that. You don't want to control this nation. Who shall control this nation? When youth are sleeping, seniors are sleeping, matured are concerned because they have families, they have liabilities, they are in tortured mood, in stress mode. And veterans are veterans. They are no more, they are going. Which class of society has to take responsibility of this country? First responsibility must be shared by youth. But how? They don't understand country. They don't have any problem as far as country is concerned. They know system is working, constitution is working, legal freedom is working, society is working, government is working. They assume everybody is working. And fact is nobody is working. Fact is that nobody is working. If we had worked, things would have been different. It is like that. If you have too many people in your country, people don't bother. Don't bother. During independence time and before independence, we were not that many. We are just, I think, 30 crores or 35 crores maximum in 1947, and before that must be only 25 crores. So we were serious. We felt belonging to this nation. Nation was belonging to us. We had value of that because we struggled. Our people, our forefathers struggled. We have same blood, but we don't want to struggle. Our blood is sleeping. White cells are sleeping. Every time I am stressing, we are sleeping, and this is international term, sleeping. This doesn't mean physical sleeping, this is mental sleeping. Physically you sleep every day and get up. Mental sleep is such a dangerous state that it can continue for years, for decades, and you don't feel it. Mental sleeping means you cannot move on seriousness. You cannot move on think tank. You cannot, if you have any problem suddenly coming to you, you get nervous. Oh, I'm stressed. I am depressed. You are not depressed. There is no word, no term depression. Depression is your mind. Because you have no confidence in yourself. Because you did not work yourself. You did not take any responsibility. A person who is used to struggles and responsibility, you will not find that person having any panic when there is emergency. That person shall look seriously, that person works seriously, analyzes problem and find solution. That is called young stage, learning stage. You are young, you have to learn. I am not linking you to certain political group, because you should not link to political group. You are still student, still young, and you have to think for nation. Nation is your political group, not political parties. But it's not happening. If some abuse by political leaders is done, it's against youth. Political people, for their own benefits, own advantages, they misdirect youth and abuse them. This happens and is happening. Parents even don't know what youth are doing, what they do. Very much it is that political leaders are aware of this and they want to abuse this society, this group of people, this class of people. That's youth, which is energy for nation. Of course, they are not that mature, but they are energetic, mental energy as well as physical energy. It is up to youth how to keep equilibrium of both energies. You call it in the Josh, I am calling physical energy. You are calling in the Hosh, I am calling mental energy. So mental energy for me is Hosh and physical energy is Josh. In youth, Josh is more, because the physical energy is more. Mental energy, they cannot understand, they cannot use it. They use only for studies, education, examination, appearance, interviews, etc. But it should be done in work as well as social life. Work and social life are more important. You cannot isolate social life as well as you cannot isolate work also. Work is required for food. Social life is required for development. Society, harmony, groupism, association. You can say without society you cannot survive. Society, you are a unit of society, and without work you can say your work is your economy. Both are your responsibilities. It is the responsibility of nation to give you work. But nation is yours, your nation. No one else's nation. If I am a part of this country, I am a part of nation, and it is my duty to take responsibility of nation and responsibility myself. But I have to use my mind energy, both. Energy of body, energy of mind, both I have to use. I have no right to sleep. As youth, particularly I am interested in youth, I am not interested in persons like me and persons veterans, because they are not those, they can never be serious. They can teach a lot, they can talk a lot, but they will not do a lot. Youth are for future. It's not in this country, every country. Our youth are not active as they should be. No, they are not. Their activism only limits to job, marriage, generation, and that's all. Not for nation. I have not seen even 10 youth in my life, 5 youth in my life. I have not met anybody who looks to serious, who displays seriousness about thinking related to nation. I don't know why. When we were young, I was young, in school, in college, outside, we used to talk of ambitions, we used to talk of education, future, and all that. Now this is missing. You want to see how many people are going to army, to defense forces, how many? Only those people who need some money, they are going. There's no ambition at all. We are ambition free. No target, no objective. And when there is no objective, where are you going? Where are you leading to? Distress? Destruction? If you just move for sake of moving, and there's no destruction, there's no destination, where shall you reach? You have not decided any milestone. or any project target, where can you reach? You'll just move to sea, through river, or through plains. And what is there in sea? You know, you will keep your eyes closed, mind closed, and you go sink in that, dive. That's all. That is what we are. System is system. We are not following. We are not awakened. We are having many degrees, educational levels. Of course we are. I don't mind. I accept that. We have crores of educated people. We had never before like that. You take engineers, take doctors, take professors, take lecturers, all are there. But they are in panic. They are not mature. They are not having patience. If you don't have patience, you cannot think. And thinking is a part of profession. Whatever profession, I'm not calling my profession, all professions. You have to you have to work like a judge, not like advocate. Advocate's duty is to create panic. If judge gets panic, can judge decide? Can judge, you can say, assimilate his intentions, what to do, what to do? If judge also starts panic, then you get judgment. So, in our life, we have to judge ourselves. How to judge? That is required. You have to judge at school level. You have to take your where you want to go. What's your direction? Arts, commerce, engineering, medical, whatever. You have to decide there. Same thing you have to decide in your career and further career. It's a build-up of life. But you are a part of this country. If you don't think of this country, for which country you think? USA, UK, Arab, they can't be your countries for how long you stay there. You may stay there 50 years, but those countries cannot absolutely belong to you. You will have a dual mind. I am half there and half here. For purpose of work, it's fine. But for purpose of merger, or you can say immersion, it doesn't look good. Youth has to decide. Forget politics. Forget system. Because you can change system and you can improve system. You yourself are a system. I do not believe in politics, because politics doesn't exist. If you consider current political system, I think it's nothing more than excreta, human excreta. It's nothing more than urine. It's nothing more than hydrogen sulfide. Our system that's working now, all are crooked generally. 99% politicians are crooked, robbers, looters, liars, cheaters. No word left I can speak. Whatever word is available, you select yourself. And it's for all. No isolation. They are working only for their political ends, not for public welfare ends. Our population is not that complicated. Our problems are not that complicated as we consider. We are a big society, great nation, powerful nation. We have, there's no resources that we don't have. Money, we have. We cannot say we don't have. Human resources, we have. Natural resources, we have. Mind resources, we have. Academic resources, we have. Professional resources, we have. We don't have a single resource which is, I can say, we have to wait for. Everything we have. What we don't have, use of this, optimum use of this. Our governments, to whom we call government, though we are actually government is just deputy for us, yet they have not done anything for us. Anything in a way that can be proportionally called achievable. Well, we can also say this only 50 decades since we got independence, no problem. We got something. We have moved further. Of course, with not that intensity and scale that we should have done, but we have achieved something. Yet, we struggled a lot. I struggled in my life. Maybe my colleagues struggled in life. I am a person who came from log table to Excel sheet. You might You don't know even log table, slide rule, or small calculators. You are used to Excel sheets and many other softwares. Engineering, same thing happens. We don't know now manual calculations. Nobody, no engineer can calculate manually. Those who are now, of course, past engineers can do that. They have used. But if someone asks you to calculate manually, I am sure there is hardly 2%, 3% be able to calculate successfully. Otherwise, your mind has stopped because calculation work has stopped. Mind is related to calculation, calculation is related to mind. There are people before used to count on fingers, crores and crores and crores. Now, if you have say, what's 2 into 3, immediately you will say, okay, let me calculate, I'll do 2 into 3 to 6. This is happening. So, what is solution? Why are you sleeping? Why are you not serious? Politicians do whatever they want to do. They have to, their business is politics. I consider political person a commercial person, a person whose industry is politics, whose industry is MP position and MLA position. That is product of that one. Somebody gets it, somebody fails. But my product is not that which I have to make. I have to reach that product, but I have never tried, and you have never tried. Only those people you just think of. 800 MPs in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, 800 or 900, whatever it is, and you say about 5,000 MLAs all over this country, and forget councillors and panchayat people. I don't consider them in this line. Management is in hands of MLAs and MPs. We are ruled by about 6,000 to 7,000 managers in this country. Country of 130 crore people or 140 crore people are being ruled by few thousands, in fact. And these few thousands are further ruled by, you can say, 100 industrialists or businessmen. Why don't you understand this way? We are being ruled by 6,000 legislators and 100 businessmen in one go. So you think those people shall use all 130 crore people as masses or material or aggregate or sand, or they will give you something. These positions are not very easy to get in. They have to spend crores to get these positions. If you want to be MLA, you think it's a joke, or MP is a joke. You'll go on the street and say, I want to buy this one, give me this position. You cannot get this. Impossible. Until you integrate as member of that political party and then spend crores and crores to get post. And that's not guaranteed as well. So these are very expensive commodities. I call them commodities, like we buy articles in market. So you have to buy these. And when the system, instruments, system switches, systems, switch gears and MCBs are to be purchased, what's left? I have to purchase MLA. I have to become MLA. I have to become MP. I have to become PM. I have to purchase PM also. Because PM is also on sale. Ministers are on sale. And it's regretful. Really sorry state of affairs of constitutional system in my country. I am not calling it political system because politics is an abuse in itself. Politics, the meaning has changed. In its service, it's no more service. It's a business. Business of growth. A person like me, a person like you can never become MP by honesty. Can never become MLA by honesty. These people are not honest. But unfortunate. It's unfortunate for citizens that these people are writing my fortune. These crooked animals are writing my fortune. People can say anything to them because they deserve that. These seats are like temple positions, temple statutes, but these have been converted to a source. My MLA has no relation to me. My MP has no relation to me. Yet, this man is my MP, this MLA. I never use in my life. I never got anything to do with him. He never meets me, I never meet him. Yet he is my MLA or She is my MLA or he or she is my MP. Strange, very strange. And we are talking of constitutional system. We are talking of that we have to be sincere to this party or that party. I have to ask this question to all youth. After all, what is your destination? Why you want to accept all this system? Why not to change this in your mind? These are our Ramans whom Ram killed. If you want Ram Rajya, you have to be Ram first. Simple. Don't follow anybody. They do not deserve your support because they are destroying our society, our nation. We are preamble-based country, preambles which are in constitution, which is very clearly written, without involving any faith, without involving any caste. And that oracle is very good. But who bothers? Who understands? Who analyzes it? If you think political class will analyze, forget it. Legal luminary will analyze, of course they do, but who bothers them? No, they don't teach something to people. There may be hardly one or two people to teach. Otherwise, they keep only up to them. But this is for public. This is for every kid of this country. This is for every citizen of this country. Just like you learn A, B, C, D, C, A, T, cat, R, A, T, rat, gag. You have to learn that. But that you learn because you have to appear in examination, you pass, or you get admission to school. Here, there's no such problem. Because MLA, MP, you can become. You have to be this much age. And citizen of this country, having sound mind, you are qualified for becoming nomination for that. Finally, you are eligible for that. Eligible criteria is very small. There is no definition that certain examination be conducted to file that application. There's no criteria set as such. Why don't you think that way? When you have to get admission in a school, you have to appear in examination or in interview. And this is highest position in state as MLA and highest position in Lok Sabha as MP. You are asking highest position, why is highest? It is highest. It is highest position, in fact, if you just go through constitution and you try to locate authority and power of this constitution, you shall clearly understand that. If you see chain hierarchy of this country, you'll clearly understand that. Prime Minister is a part of executive, but MP is not a part of executive. MP is a part of legislature. These two are interrelated, legislature and executive. Executive is junior, inferior, subordinate to legislature. Legislature is superior. Legislature is boss. Parliament is supreme, according to law. So this means MP is more powerful than PM. Body of MP I'm talking. I'm not talking individual MP. PM has to report, minister has to report to legislature. Legislature is higher. And from where legislature comes? Legislature comes from people of this country. PM does not come from people of this country directly. PM is empowered by MPs. PM is not directly elected. This is law. But people unfortunately fail to understand this. Unfortunately. Conception is unclear. Read this document, you will understand. Read Article 74, you will understand. Read Article 81, you will understand. But you will not read it. Because it's against your image, against your respect, you read Constitution. It's against your soul. You don't want to know which family you are living. You may read Pakistan Constitution, you may read American Constitution, you will read Mega Charter of England. You can't read anything for your examination, for your IAS examination, for your some other examination, but you shall not read for your home. This is your property, this is your caliber. Okay, don't read, suffer. Constitution of this country is not a ball, is not gilli danda. It's your power. MP you are electing. You are not electing PM. And if MP is corrupt, If you do not know background of your MP or your MLA, if you don't know what his role in life, what crime he has done, what is qualification having, what is academics, what is a contribution to society, then how you elect that MP? On what basis you vote for that MP or MLA position? You never think that. Because your mind says, no, I have to elect PM or CM. That nonsense consideration has entered your mind and settled there like curd. You have frozen that in your mind. Because of information, you never try to get complete information. Your forefathers did not know constitution, and they just told you, oh, this man or this man, this party or this party, this. That is all confusion. We have just thrown our nation into hands of individuals, and which is a risk for future of this nation. It may be whatever individual. It could be Indira Gandhi, it could be Nehru, it could be Modi, it could be VP Singh, it could be anybody, A, B, C, D. We throw this nation of one particular people to just one full hand. I call full hand because you cannot rely on one person or 50 persons or 60 persons in cabinet or even 5 or 6,000 these political managers, legislative managers. How can you trust these people? On what basis? There's no basis, but we do it because we think it's enough. It's my duty just to vote and forget. We never raise questions, and I don't trust the judiciary also, because judiciary is not doing its extended job, because judiciary is also a part of this nation. They are not separate. But they think just sitting in court and listening to lawyers and decide and duty is over. Why don't you think themselves like US does? You don't have extrajudicial work. You can't teach people. You can't check these people, what they are doing to a legislature. You cannot do any suo motu also. Hardly they think maybe 1 or 2 cases in their life. You see, Justice Nisar, who was Chief Justice of Pakistan, most of his cases was suo motu, and he was a brilliant judge, and he pulled the government every day. And I was very interested in reading judgments and proceedings, whatever available on that Pakistan website. Brilliant judge. Brilliant judge. No judge in my country have seen, except 1 or 2 in past, no other have seen matching that CJP. We had a big judiciary, big judges, big CJ, but I don't think somebody can match that person. Yet, this is just a comparison. Supreme Court is too powerful in our country. It can change something, but it is not doing. Because everybody is scared. Everybody is scared. I think in every profession people are scared, and I don't know why. Why are they scared? I don't understand this. After all, there's a prime minister, nothing else. There's a government as usual. Shall they kill you? Why are you afraid? If you are afraid, means nation is afraid. Society is afraid. People are afraid. You are scared for what? For what you are scared? Millions of educated people, for crores of people, biggest country, and afraid. Intelligent people, every professional people, and afraid. Afraid for what? From whom? I don't know. Psychological consideration, nothing else. Everybody is interested in personal life. My job should remain safe. They should not attack on my job. My business should remain safe. Everybody is individually interested. No one is nationally interested. And political parties, we know they are all shops. So I least bother about them. And moreover, there's no political requirement. There's no political party's requirement in our legislature. It's only support. Because system has been virtually made like that. Oh, political party must be there. There's no need. But we have made ourselves that. We have gone beyond constitutional powers without understanding. Okay, it's 60, 70 years ago, 70 years ago gone, we could not read that, we could not understand, but now we have to understand. It's not never too late. Why don't we understand that? I can understand my subject in engineering. People can understand subject in sciences, economics, see everywhere they have to read a law day and night because you have to pass the examination. But there is no examination you have to pass it in society. I think voters should also be examined. Forget legislatures. Candidates must be examined and voter must also be examined. It's too much. A person who knows nothing about what he is voting for, he votes. Means head are counted, only heads. Is the country of heads, no bodies, no mind? See what happens in Parliament. For every bill there is debate. You know it. People are sitting there, MPs are sitting there, and they vote for that. Debates are conducted for hours together for every bill. But what is meaning of that debate when that debate suggestions are not even considered, only head counts are considered? 545 members in Lok Sabha and 250 members in Rajya Sabha, they just count votes. Yes, yeas or noes, ayes and noes. What debate meaning existent? If I am speaking subject and for against, if it's not considered, its minister has to respond just for purpose of responding, and then voting is done and pass or fail is done, bill is passed or bill is dropped. Why do you debate when you only had to count? If you just have to count heads, means no need of debate. Only for journals, only for record. What that journals will give me? You go and see hundreds of thousands of journals in the past. What's the meaning of that? I said something, is recorded. He said something, etc. After that, if that is not valued in your pass or fail of bill, there's no meaning. I don't think these ministers consider anything, even Congress minister or BJP minister, all same, all naked in the bathroom. It happened yesterday, and every day it happens. What's the meaning of head count? No meaning. Stop it then. Just bring bill and pass and finish 5 years time of public. And if you listen to debates, only for personal speech, somebody is speaking, yeah, I speak for time is over, time is over. What's the meaning of that? What's the meaning of such seminars? No meaning. There's no construction on that. I'm talking something which is different. You may not get my point. First of all, if you consider brilliance level of these people, you cannot understand whether they're brilliant or deafers. Just thumping tables, just saying ha 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 ha, shame, 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 shame. Is that part of debate? Why you call something shame? Somebody speaking something, even if you criticize something, why to shame, shame? Listen to it, analyze it. Why you are acting like fool people? Are you fools? You are public representatives. You have a responsibility, your liability. You are having power of attorney from people, power of specific authority, special authority that you have to work for them. You are sitting in Parliament. This means people are sitting in Parliament. This is constitutional law. You are representing me. You are representing 10 lakh people. Somebody is representing 20 lakh people. Somebody is representing 5 lakh people. You represent by shy, shame, shame, shame. Ha 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 ha. This is representation. Where is representation? What you are doing for me? I am paying you. I am spending money on you just to waste time like this. Not to consider positives and negatives of debate. Because you have numbers, you can win. Your objective is to win bill. That's all. To get it approved. But approved baselessly. If debates is not included, it's not incorporated into your statements, into your bills, now what's the meaning? This is just a whitewash. Just a whitewash, nothing else. So where is public opinion included in that? This is opinion of MPs only, not of public. Opinion of speaker only, pass or fail. Donkey referee, they are. Just pass or fail. Yes, no's, yes, no's. This is democratic way. Why don't you give weightage to speech? Why don't you consider points in that? There should be some referee. some empire, and the speaker is that. But a speaker is a post office, verbal post, verbatim post office. Hey, yes, sit down. Hey, you're up. Hey, sit down. Only this job. Monitor. This is monitoring. Should we not think that way? Why should we not consider this? After all, it is a nation. It's not Modi. It's not Rahul. It's not Nehru. It's not Indra. It's nation. Nation is nation. First of all, there's misrepresentation number of MPs. Okay. Then you give weightage to MP. One MP represents 30 lakh people, one MP represents 5 lakh people, and you are considering one vote for each. This means public is not represented there in numbers. You have to solve this problem. Give weightage to MP. If one MP represents 30 lakhs, his vote value should be different. Which represents only 1 lakh or 2 lakh. There should be different weightage. And then you should allow some specialists there to listen, independent qualified people to listen to debates and skid out marks. This is weightage of speech, and that must be counted. Just not raise hands and say yes or no. Are we fish market? It should be professionalized. We must have a professional parliament, not simply house parliament. They should be professional thinkers. And just president is signing for sake of signing. What's the meaning of sign of president? If there's no screening, no vetting of that, what for president is there then? Just to sign all bills and that's all? President should be professional. Until we are organized well, and we are logical society, logical legislation, we cannot change future of this country. Judiciary must change, executive must change, and legislature must change. We have to be scientific. When we have people, why should we not do that? Why don't we use those people? There is no meaning. I consider these all parliamentarians as mindless people. Mindless, completely mindless. Only treasury bench and opposition, this only fight, nothing else. People have to change minds. Vote is not a tool to be used by politicians for their benefit. It should be for benefit of nation, benefit of people, not for BJP or Congress. They have virtually established a system for their benefit, not for public benefit. They know once they are in political, once they are in law, once they are in lawmaker, parliamentary, whole life they shall come back and people will elect them all the time. This is happening. They know it very well. They don't have any other job. Even if they apply for some job, they won't get selected. If today Prime Minister applies somewhere for some job, you think we'll get? Not in job. Same thing for opposition people. They will not get job because they are not qualified enough. They are not used to working environment. They do not understand anything. They don't have any knowledge. They don't understand constitution. They don't understand facts of life. They only get elected and that's all. And this election is counted as highest authority. Election, they forget that this is people's election. This is not their own election. This election is not based on qualification. This election is not based on experience. This is not based on your capability. This is based on your face value. That's it. People trusted and that's voted. It's nothing else. But you have not come to their trust. You may be Congress, you may be BJP, whosoever. I am not related to, I don't want to be related to them because they are nothing. They are just slush, septic tank sewage, affluent, sludge, everything, nothing. Had they done something, we would be a different society. But we have to change. We have to change until or unless our nation changes. We can lose this nation, we can lose our belongings, we can lose our money, we can lose our future and power if these politicians continue working as they are working. You can think many ways how to streamline this. We have to streamline this. One day you have to do that. If you cannot increase positions of MPs, seats of MPs, you have to professionalize them. Or you have to give them weightage. You have to listen to them and analyze what they say. Forget head counts. Head counts doesn't work. Yes, it is democracy, but democracy doesn't mandate you have to take majority party or something. It doesn't say that. It's not given in constitution that there should be majority party. It's not given. Show me where it's given. It's not mandated in constitution there should be political party. Show me where it is. It doesn't exist. Persons who designed this constitution under Ambedkar, Dr. Ambedkar, they were brilliant. They left it to people's considerations. They didn't include any qualifications for these positions. They did not include any detailed management procedures for this, because they knew people had to decide that. People would decide that depending upon varying circumstances from time to time. And that's good way. They have left some blanks for us to fill in. And we have to check that, we have to vet that, we have to think that. But we can think only when we are awakened. We are sleeping. We think everything move automatically, just like people say, oh, there's a problem, God will take care. They say like that. I used to talk to some people about this pollution, etc. They say, oh, nothing we can do, God will take care. God will take care, but God made you for this. If you take care, God is taking care. Why don't you understand this? Don't leave everything to God. God is not servant. You're not paying salary to God. God helps you when you help yourself. This is complete praise. You first help. You're not helping yourself. You're not helping yourself. You are degrading yourself. So it's not problem here. Pollution problem is not only here, it's everywhere. But I'm talking of something else. Everywhere people are not sleeping, remember. All over the people are not sleeping. Only in our country people are sleeping. It is that sure. You go and conduct survey, people are sleeping. Cold blood people we are, sleeping people we are, and that is the reason that we just are interested in simple life, simple living, just to have money, enjoy life, and do no problem. We will take care. If you talk some, why are you making 4, 5, 6 children? Everybody is having this, no problem. If some happens wrong, something it will happen for how? This is a common answer. People don't want to understand, even forget change. So how can you solve your country's problem? I don't think that more freedom fighters would come like they were. You are freedom fighters. You got freedom from British, but you have to take freedom from yourself. Until you be slaves of these political leaders, again I'm charging this. Whosoever leader is there, whosoever prime minister, you forget them. They are not required in this country for political objective, because they do not understand. They have only one answer, that we have to become this. If you are prime minister, you want to stay in power. If you are MP, you want to leave this position. If yes, they know there is no alternative for them, but for you there is alternative. You think you depend upon these people for hundreds of years? They want that. Your money they are enjoying. Your hard work they are enjoying. Your day and night work they are enjoying. And you are just supporting them. I give you money, you enjoy, keep. Oh, enjoy your prime minister position, enjoy your president position, enjoy your minister position. I am working hard for them. I am not giving any additional salary by company for which I am working or government for which I am working. I am not giving added advantage there, but I am giving full advantage those people for nothing working. Nothing working. They are not working. They are only crying, shouting. When bill comes to Parliament, there are 800 or 900 parliamentarians. How many people read that bill analytically and raise this question? I don't think more than 5 or 6% out of whole lot. Why? If they are not even available in Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha when debate is on. What for they are paid? Why should I pay them then when they are not attending the duty? If I am working somewhere, I have to be present in meetings, I have to be present on site, I have to be present on other activities, I am present with planning engineer, with quality, with this and that, I have to be present here. Because I have to involve with everyone. Otherwise, project cannot move. So is country not a project? Is these bills not a project? Are these bills not a project? No one is interested. because they know their contribution is not required. They know what will be the result. They know this will pass or fail, they know everything. So when they know result in advance, why should unnecessarily waste time? Even if they talk after analysis, nobody will listen to them. Where is then democracy? Who is listening to you? Nobody is listening to you. When MPs are not listened to, they are not regarded, you are not regarded. And that's the reason MP doesn't come to you to know your problem, to inquire about your problem. No MP comes to you, no MLA comes to you. Why? Because they know it's no use. It is duty of MP to come to you, to inquire about problems, to record problems, and to communicate that problem to Parliament. Otherwise, what's the function of MP? It's your duty, it's your right to ask MP, to order MP that it's your expression. And it's that MP's duty to receive that and communicate that. Is he doing that? Are you doing that? So why are you appointing MP for you or MP for you? What's purpose? Just like there is job description for every person, every employee in government or in private or somewhere else around the world, are we not part of world? Why I should not prescribe job description from president to lowest level? They do decide job themselves. I am paying them and they decide themselves. Why? Why don't you make a law that job descriptions are these and you have to be accountable to this? Why not? For a small job where you are working, you are given a responsibility. You have to report to this and this will report to you. This is your job description. Everything is decided and it's not limited, it's unlimited. Anything can go to you. So these people who are bosses of this country, they themselves call bosses. The people are bosses, but they consider themselves bosses. Why their services should not be utilized properly? Why should they not report to me and you and people of this country? After all, we are expanding on them. They are getting a lot of benefits. Why should I throw my money to them for no results, no accountability? They simply say, oh, we are immune. You are immune from whom? You are immune from legislature action only. You are not immune from public. Yes, you are immune from judicial action because judiciary cannot review your activities, but public is about judiciary. Public is about legislature. That's why they call Janta ka court, public court. Yes, it is public court. Unorganized court, where everybody is court's officer, everybody is judge. In court, only presiding officer is judge, others are court officers, advocates are court officer, and public are clients and others. Here, everybody is judge, everybody is advocate, everybody is client, everybody is respondent, everybody is defendant, everybody is everyone. 130 crore judges in this country and 130 crore advocates in this country. We are for you. But you are isolating yourself. Oh, you don't listen to anybody because you consider yourself once elected MP MLA. You have become a constitutional person, but you forget that this constitutional designed by me and everybody in this country. So I am above you or you are above me. You have to decide. You are an imagination that you cannot be removed. You cannot be brought back. You can be brought back. Don't worry. Of course, there's no law as such. But your throat, your collar can be pulled. This is public. Public no. Yes, public is sleeping. That's why you're enjoying. Public is sleeping and you're not sleeping. You are enjoying public power. I don't know how to explain. People don't try to be serious to understand this. These people are enjoying based on my hard work. And I'm not caring about. I go to market and buy vegetable. I fight with that fucker. This is good. This is bad. You are charging high. You are charging more. I'm going to shopkeeper and fight with that man. I'm going to. I care for my money when it's spending small money, 100 rupees, 200 rupees. But I'm not fighting for my commodity of that which is doing and not doing. My service is providing and not providing. There's no customer. I'm a customer. Is a customer. I'm a customer. I am client, and that's my servant. And that servant thinks honor. Everything is reverse. But Constitution is not reverse. Constitution is standing. It's safely announcing what I'm saying. We people of this country. It's not we MP or we MLAs of this country, or we freedom fighters of this country. It's we people of this country having solemnly resolved to constitute this country into sovereign socialist, secular democratic republic to secure to its people this and this. So where is Lok Sabha there and Vijay Sabha there? They don't exist in we people. They exist only in structure of articles. I call preambles as Bharat. I call preambles as Bharat because we people is there. We people means Bharat. And 395 articles are Bharat. These conditions, these articles are supports Bharat Mata. If you want to really know Bharat Mata, you have to understand Constitution. Vande Mataram is applaud of Bharat Mata, is appreciation of land, appreciation of nature, appreciation of what we are doing, what nature is giving. Food it is giving, everything it is giving, clothes it is giving, power it is giving. That's Vande Mataram. And Janaganman we don't understand. We just sing for sake of singing. Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. Janaganman Adhinayak Jagya Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. What does it mean? First line states, forget other structure. Bharat is there, Bhagya Vidhata is there. Bharat is constitutionally luck writer for it. Your own luck you're writing. You have to try these points, you have to understand these points. Once you understand it, you'll understand. Don't go to what political people says. It is Bharat and I am responsible for this. I am writing my own luck through these legislatures and executives and judiciary and people. This is my Bharat, my constitution. And people are ready to demolish this. Those cruel, those criminals who have criminal minds in themselves, they just want to replace this with their bad intention, malefied intention. I will not allow them. They cannot wear out my clothes and bring me to naked position. That is my cover. Constitution, my cover. My security, my surety, my safety. I cannot let them take it off. I will not ever. I can kill them if they do that. Mentally, I am saying. I can kill their spirit if they do that. But this is not alone for me. Everybody has to decide that. They cannot divide society, but they are dividing. They are dividing our society, harmonious, integrated, unified society. They are dividing. I don't know why. Why they want to divide society? Society can never be divided. Government can be thrown out. Political structure can be crushed. But you cannot divide people. No record is there in history that society could be divided. People off. People were off. Raman was off. Hitler was off. They left this world. Indra left this world. All left this world. They all failed to divide this society. Who are these mosquitoes? What they are? Tee, and run away. It's not somebody's father's nation. It's public nation. So we have to be careful about our future. And only youth and mature people are responsible for this. Your children are responsible for this. Our children are responsible for this, but they have to be taught. If they don't teach them, they can never learn. Because we were also taught by someone. When I was young, I was in school or in college, we were taught civics. One subject was there. In Hindi, we used to call it Nagarik Shastra. And a small, you can say, idea was given about this politics. We call it politics, but we don't call politics at the time. It was Nagarik Shastra. What is this? What is Parliament? At that time, but later on it stopped. Yet it is required. Everything cannot be taught in school. It depends upon syllabus you have. Even in university, you cannot learn everything. But university doesn't stop anybody to learn whatever one wants to learn. You open book and learn. That's all. Who is going to stop you? And if you conduct examination for these voters also, I support one should, because people don't know what they're voting for. You ask someone. They will not answer it. Yes, we are voting. Election is for municipality and they are talking of something else. Election is for Lok Sabha, they are talking of drains and manholes and water line. Election for state, they are talking of Lok Sabha. People do not classify correctly. They don't know what they are voting for. Forget about name of candidate. Forget something. Election of municipality, they are talking of Modi. So what do you say about that? Modi is responsible for my drain. Modi is responsible for this sewer line. Yes, there is no understanding even about the responsibility. And these political leaders know very well. Everybody has voted, that's very good, fine. But at least they should have some learning. You teach them. Television channels shall not teach, forget them. Radio shall not teach. Who shall teach them? They have to learn themselves. These political channels, these all TVs are political channels. Don't consider them channels at all. Better entertain, see some entertainment channel, or you better just to pass your time. Forget this national channels. They themselves call national, but actually they are international. They are against people. They just spread every day nonsense, religious nonsense, Hindu Muslim divide, this and that. Every day you waste your time 4-5 hours and listen to this. Your ears will be tired, your eyes will wash away. What I am watching and what I am hearing. Constructive study is much better than destructive study. They are destructive society. And this is what political bosses want them to do. But I don't want that. And actually nobody wants that. But there is no way out. Political party actually is a destructive tool with us. They are destructing. It's not UK. There are arguments. Elections are conducted. There are how elections are going on, maybe today or tomorrow. They're casting votes. See how they fall. Both parties stand there, Labour and Conservative, and argue. It happens in USA. It happens in many countries. All stand there and argue. Do they stand here? Why? Why not? What's wrong with that? If Congress representative and BJP stand together and argue, why do they run away from that? Both run away from that. Because both are wrong. This Congress is a political party. That Congress before 1947 was not a political party, that was public group. It was public association. It was different. This is a business class, like BJP super business class. Like other parties are also same track, same train, no difference. And they are supported by higher industries, and they're getting benefits of that. Because they're paying money, they're donating. Of course, one who donates shall get benefit. They will get benefit. So what we have to do to change this country? I hate when illegitimate bills come to Parliament. Irrelevant bills. Have you ever seen debates on economic development, debates on education development, debates on health development, debates on something else, professional development? You have never heard any debate in Lok Sabha or in Rajya Sabha. Why they are not conducting such types of debate? Our economy has gone to sea bottom, but there is no concern to these parliamentarians. They know they have no solution for that, but they only promised. I don't accept this, that there are no solutions. They have solutions, but they will not solve. Because this is against their ethics, against their future. They want to make money out of this. That's why they don't solve. Speak clearly, better, rather than supporting someone. Why should I support someone? My question to myself is, why should I support this party or this leader or that party or that leader? Do good, we'll support you. If you don't do good, we will not support you. We are not here to listen Hindu-Muslim debate. No, we are not interested in that. We are not listen to division of society. We are not here to listen to your rubbish talks. Hours and hours you waste in useless debates. You are not talking about nation. You are not talking about problems. You are only interested in diverting attentions. Education is very big issue. What you have done? I am asking all political leaders, including Congress. Okay, Congress did something. I'm not saying completely everything, but these people do not know spelling of education. They don't know what education is. They talk of Sanskrit and Mahabharata and Ramayana, all irrelevant. These are all irrelevant currently. Can you progress based on Mahabharata and Ramayana? Can you progress based on Vedas? Can you, okay, these are something different, but at this current moment, can you manage this country based on that education? Can you manage by puja part? Can you manage by namaz? Can you manage by some prayer? You cannot. But they are only interested in that. They least bother if you don't have food to eat. They don't bother. If your people die, you don't have money, they don't bother. They never bothered during demonetization in 2016-17. What problem you faced? We just enjoyed on that. Oh, I am happy. People are staying with me, supporting with me. What happy you were? People were dying in hospitals. You are feeling happy. What criminal, cruel attitude you have? Behave like a responsible person. I don't understand what people of this country are. They accept such people. They accept such stupid politicians and elect them. What sort of people we are? Out of 140 crore people, there are not even 10 people who can understand them. People are standing supporting him for what? Are you slaves? Had British known your attitude, believe me, Gandhi would have been failure, Subhash would have been failure. Because they didn't know us. These people, we got lucky they were with us. These Gandhi, Nehru, Subhash, Patel, all, they were our assets. They got us something which we don't deserve now even. Forget the time. When we don't value our achievements, just use them freely. That's what I said. If you have something in pocket, if you have something, you don't value that. Now we have freedom from British. We are free nation, but we don't value it. We have good constitution. We don't value it. We have good institutions. We don't value it. I don't know why we don't value it. We have a system that can be enlarged, that can be modified, amended to suit current requirements and future aspects, but we are not related. We are not concerned with that. And we are concerned with political parties, unfortunately. I don't know what we have to take from them. Okay, I'm not talking for those people who are getting salaries from these political parties, whatever political parties, they are having IT cells and all that. They are getting job, fine, it's good. But they are just criticizing other political parties on the internet. Why? If I write something, either pro or against someone, why are you burning? Why do you burn? It's my right. I'm writing. You are writing. You write. I'm not objecting to you. But why are you questioning on what I'm writing? It's my right. If I say Modi is bad, means for me bad. Why do you object that? It's my right. I will say simple. Why your blood is burning when I'm speaking against Modi, or I'm speaking against Congress, or I'm speaking against someone? I always speak against because I am opposition. Real opposition is higher than government. Remember, opposition, though it's not given, it's not mentioned in Constitution, but opposition does not need any constitutional backup. As opponent, I am citizen. Citizen is opponent, citizen is government, citizen is supporter. Because this country belongs to citizen. It's my constitution. I am author of this constitution. I am exponent of this constitution. So I have to write, I have to speak. If write, because I am not slave to government, I am not slave to PM or president, I am not slave to MP or minister. I am not slave to anybody. Because I am paying them, I am honor to everyone. Payment relation, job relation, PM is getting funds from my funds, MPs are getting paid from my funds. My, when I say my, it means Bharat, not my individuality. It's your money, my money, everybody's money. So Should we not protect our power from being abused and wasted? Why should allow my power go waste? If you can understand this small point, that your money is being destroyed by these criminals, 233 now out of 545, they are known, and there may be other one also who are not known. This is in Lok Sabha and also in assemblies. Am I paying my money for this criminals development or for national development? That question has to be answered by public. As public, I am opponent. I like to be opponent because job of opposition is more significant, is more valuable than job of government, which is just management, how to do it and how to utilize funds and how to decide for policies. But opposition is more important because opposition has to study more than government. I have to vet what they are doing, why they are doing, what's the reason they should amend it or not amend it. I have to study that. It's my responsibility, but I'm not paid. Remember, as citizen, I'm not paid. Opposition parties are paid. I'm not talking of that opposition. I'm not talking of government opposition. I'm talking of public opposition. I am not paid, but these people are paid. Still, I'm doing free. I mean, you are just abusing. You are just clashing with me on the internet. Why am I doing this? Am I taking something from you? Am I robbing your money? Why are you so arrogant to me? You can support Modi. I don't mind. But I am not interested to support. Why do you think that I am anti-national? Who are you to decide that? Who are you to decide? I am anti-national or I'm not? If I say you are anti-national, where is end? You say something, I encounter that. You say something, I encounter that. What is achievement? Why don't you digest this? It's right of expression according to Constitution and Prem. I am using that right, free expression. My belief, who are you to object? You may be anybody, I don't care. It's my right and I have to do it. You are a bacteria, in that case, a mosquito only, flying here and then and spreading your dirt. Spread your dirt. I don't like that. Just bother about your infection. I'll take treatment. You fool, uneducated, illiterate person led by illiterate politician. Just because of money you are abusing me. Take your money but don't tell me anything. Or if you tell me, I'll rebut that. Then you'll run away. You may be Bhakt or anybody, I don't care. You are not Bhakt of Bharat. You should be Bhakt of Bharat, not of Modi or not of Rahul. If you are a real citizen, be Bhakt of Bharat, then think of Bharat. That day you start thinking of Bharat, this politics will change. I am not slave to Modi, and you have not to be slave to Modi. If you want to be slaves, up to you. Least bother. There are so many foolish people like you in this country. So, what can I do? Let me be foolish. You are lucky you are in free country. You are lucky you got something. You got education, free education from this country. You got free facilities from this country. Though this is not a welfare state officially, but you got welfare state treatment. And you are just stupid. You're just saying they did nothing for you. And you are born without this country. You are born in sea. Easy to blame somebody. I can blame anybody. Oh, he did nothing for this project I'm doing. What's the use of that? A person who is powerful, a person who is competent, who is consistent, who has magnitude and potential, that person never blames past people. Because that person knows I can change it. And that person also makes a mistake, and next person coming or to take charge from this person, shall have that. What's wrong with that? This is a sequence of life. If your father were not educated, you are educated. You will educate further your children. This is a sequence. If something done was wrong in past, means every time saying that this was wrong done by that person, what is meaning of that? You just give bad name to someone, but are you getting something? Are you getting some result from that? just because you have to say something. And you will also be sensitive. Next one to just backbite you. What's position? Why after all? If I find some problem, somebody made a mistake, I have to correct it, that's all. There is no other way out. There's no other way out. You have to correct it by your honesty, by your sincerity, or by your own estimate. Or you backbite and you correct. Oh, that one was wrong, this one. You will say 20 times and you will not correct one time. Yes, you correct it and necessarily correct it, set it right. That is called professionalism. Show your capability, show your power, show your mental standard, show your efficiency, and show your reliability. Reliability again is very important in politics. It's important in profession. It's important in business. It's important everywhere. If products are not reliable, you shall not go to that producer again and again. This is quality requirement. If your product is not working, once you can cheat, of course you can cheat once or twice, you cannot cheat forever. Your customer shall leave you. You certainly leave you. Because you are not doing good product. The question of reliability is zero, and forget added value. Same thing applies to every activity in life. If I am an engineer, I am a doctor. If I am just thinking of money, believe me, I cannot work. If I will think for money. As a doctor, if you think of money, that doctor cannot successfully treat patient. Yes, you can cheat once, you can get money. Next time your product is not reliable, your service is not reliable, that customer, user shall not come to you. And tell other people also, this person is useless, don't go this one. You want that? I respect politicians if they are good. But they have to be good. If you help me means society. If you help nation, if you think of public, you shall be good. We shall salute you. But if you start looting, if you start lying, if you start running away from responsibilities, never take accountability, of course, the Lord gives you immunity, I understand. But that immunity doesn't mean cheat public. Why you're doing that? Why at all? What is your aim? And what is public aim? Both have to be clear. Unclear they are. Completely unclear. People are not thinking for education. They are not thinking of health services. They are not thinking for development of sciences research. They are not thinking of engineering research. They are not thinking of anything. Country moves because of science, because of economy, because of research. Country moves. Nobody is asking why what they are allotting in budget. They are themselves deciding everything. They are asking only industrialists what we should do. They are not asking general people. And if they ask something, they ignore it. They just impose on us whatever they want to do. And we have to accept that. Because we are public. We think what we can do. You can do. You don't know. What can we do? You can appoint a person as PM, you think so, and you cannot do. You cannot solve problems yourself. Why do you appoint that person if you cannot do? What's the job of that person? You appoint without knowing that there's no need, but you appoint, say, I appointed Modi or Rahul or ABCD. You appoint that. This means that person should be responsible. Now, what's the value of your appointment, the sanctity of your vote if that person doesn't improve? This means without having background, without having knowledge about that person, competent as a person, you just voted for that person, that was one, and that person has failed. And to hide failures, he is bringing many of the problems to you, that these are problems, these are problems. Though these problems are not relevant to you, not related to you, but problems expressed by these are problems for you. How to explain to you is a question, is a big question for me, how to make you understand to change this country. I am not going to change this country, I know. I am a bubble in the sea, nothing else. But at least interaction is a must. I can interact with you not directly, but through communication. I'm not a leader. Of course, I'm self-leader, but not national leader, not public leader. You become public leader. Why are you hiding behind your doors? Why are you hiding behind these political parties? Why don't you throw them out of your system and you take charge of this country? What's wrong with that? If those small countries who are much more smaller than your size in every way, population wise, money wise, science wise, character wise, and can say power wise, wealth wise, they can change themselves, they can fight for their rights. Examples are there. Lebanon, you maybe know about that, or don't I know? Iraq, you can say Palestine, struggling for long and long, and they are still encountering their enemies. You can never imagine what's happening with them, because this never happened with you, and I hope will not happen with you in future. But they are struggling. They are so rigid. Iran, Venezuela, Hong Kong, many countries in Europe, and young people fighting for climate change in CP25 metric. Maybe heard that. Where are our youth? Where have they gone to? To picnic, to tour, to boyfriend, girlfriend affairs. Where have they gone to? Those 16 years old, 20 years old people in Europe can raise their voice against environment, against carbon business, and against, they can accuse their top leaders. And we are just worshipping our leaders. Why? Why should we worship our leaders? Is worshipping our leaders necessity? Or we are fools? Our youth are not even interested in speaking, in raising their voice. When you walk on road, you have to smell gases now. Everywhere. Go to Delhi, go to Faridabad, you have to smell gases. Why? Why don't you speak? If you don't speak, you will have to smell gases forever. And these politicians shall not care for you, because their gas is vote, and your gas is chot, wound, hurt, hammer. You will be given hammer on your head, and you give him vote by your hand. This is only going to happen, and you have accepted that. So this is your fault. I don't blame politicians. It is their shop, they are running their shop, they are selling they are selling, and you're paying them vote, and they're giving you service, and there's no service actually. You're giving them vote for nothing. No political person is serving this country as of today. They are not doing anything, in fact, except befooling you from each and every angle. Tell me achievements of these politicians in the last 20 years. Had there been achievements, value of rupee would have been stabilized. This means your value is down and down every day, means you are not getting foreign exchange, you are not getting returns of your export, you are getting imports only, and you are giving more bills to fossil fuels receipt. You are paying every day. You are burning fuel every day in 1,000 tons. 35 crore vehicles you are using every day, out of maybe 2 billion vehicles being used around the world. Those people are going to limit fossil fuels. Even environment will CO25 has stress on that. Reduce use of fossil fuel, find alternative source. They thinking, at least those are thinking people. At least they are trying to find solution, but we are not thinking. We are thinking of what? CAB, Citizen Amendment Bill, more serious for us. Triple Talaq is much more serious for us. Jammu and Kashmir problem is much more serious. No other problem is serious for us. These are more serious for us because we are destroyed if these are not solved. We shall not remain as a country if this is not solved. What a beautiful thought. We are inviting problems which are irrelevant to us. Ram Mandir is more important for us. Food is not important for us. Employment is not important for us. Economy is not important for us. Agriculture is not important for us. Milk is not important for us. Ram Mandir important, 370 important, Triple Talaq important, CAB important, Jammu, everything is important for us. Where they get votes, they mobilize our sentiments, they divide us. Our division policy is more important for people of this country than economic policy, than industrial policy, than education policy, than health policy, than poverty elimination policy. We are not relevant to those policies. We are living for these irrelevant issues. Hindu is more important than Muslim, and Muslim says, I am more important than Hindu. This is happening. They don't want these people to stay in harmony. This is very much proven fact. Either political party, all same coin, same side of coin. No difference. We people of India doesn't apply. We Hindus, we Muslims, we Christians, we Sikhs, etc. apply now. Hindu nation. What is Hindu nation? And what nation we are now? Can you understand? What nation we are now? We are Bharat or no? Are we Bharat or we are not Bharat? What Hindu is Bharat not our culture? What is Bharat? Have you ever thought of Bharat, which Ram called Bharat, Krishna called Bharat, all called Bharat? He never called Hindustan. He never called India. He never called Aryans. He never called Sanatans. They called Bharat. We don't like them. Ram, 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 we cry. Krishan, Krishan, we cry. But we don't like them. Yada, yada hi dharmasya galanir bhavati Bharat. Not galanir bhavati Hindustan. Not galanir bhavati India. Galanir bhavati Bharat. Why we are unnecessary abusing our energy, thinking of different because of certain political parties or association? Why do you concentrate on nation rather than concentrating on religion or dharma? Our wealth is dharma, we know. Dharma is not for our society, it's for all world, humanity. Dharma is never owned by someone. Never. Of course they abused. We know people around the world, you abused this. Okay, it's their choice. But why are we abusing ourselves? What is difference if someone follows dharma or someone doesn't follow dharma? What harm is to my health? Because of politics only. Again, I'm telling, for these politicians, for these leaders, their destination is only your vote. Nothing more than that. You keep them voting, that's it. They will remain in power. And that's all. You nowhere. Those who are not politicians, who join politics just to say that we will change this nation, we will change system, they also fail to do so. You should know what I'm talking of, to whom I'm talking to. They also ran away from that change because change is very difficult. Change is difficult if you want to change, but automatically it changes, don't worry. Nature changes, environment changes, body changes. Change automatically works and it shall change. Today you may be sleeping, but you have to wake up. When there is a storm, thunderstorm, there's rain, there's fire, or there's some other calamity, certainly you shall get up. Because you are a peaceful people. You don't want to be disturbed. But you have to be disturbed one day, and that day shall be a difficult day for you because you are used to having rest. You have done a lot, you are tired, you have done miracles in life, such miracles that you are destroying your country, you are destroying your money. Go anywhere. You buy something, you will not find a good quality. You will not find reliable quality. You buy anything from private sector, from government sector, from other sector. You buy some services from some other sector. Even in private sector, there's no quality. Yes, very good talks, very good. You can say we serve you, we do this and we do what, but it is only in ISO 9001, 2015 or POC 2008, not more than that. When you see product, it's not reliable, their service is reliable, their telephones are reliable, their messages are reliable, delivery is reliable, packaging is reliable, everything is reliable, but material is not reliable. That's the problem. Speaking is very easy. Implementation is very difficult. Courts cannot decide cases in decades. What efficiency? There are judges, there are advocates, there is a system, but result is minus. If I don't get judgment in 20 years, 30 years, what is meaning of judgment? What meaning if I die? I was young when I filed a case and get when I'm old or leave this world. What is meaning of judiciary in that case? This means judiciary is also on same track as our legislature and executive are. They are also not serious. Yes, they deserve my honor, my lord, your honor. That they deserve. They do everything against you. They can send you to jail in contempt of court because of provision in law. But as far as your quality of service is required is concerned, don't ask them. Don't ask them. Yes, when there's a problem in politics, they will immediately hear your case and decide in 2 or 3 days because that sector is more important than your life. You can be raped. Woman can be raped. No problem. What's the problem? Very common. Judiciary has failed a lot. Not now. When I was young, I filed a case for something very small issue in, I think, in 1975. It took 3 years for sub-judge adjudication. Of course, there was no appeal. If appeal, they had to go to, you can say, sessions judge, and then I had to go to high court. It may take another couple of years. In that time, it took 3 years just for very small cause case. In 1975, and now it is 2019. It may take for same case probably 20 years. When we are doing engineering work or project work, there's always a contract. Commercial contract, construction contract, EPC contract, or whatever contract you may call it. There are always set of conditions. Everything is defined. This is contract, this is specification, this is plan, and this is durability of this contract, this is time limit, and if the delay, this is LD, liquidated damages, or so many conditions are there. Milestones are defined, planning chart is defined, everything is defined. And you have to stick to that. And if you don't stick, consequences, what are there. If you don't get extension of time, you have to pay damages. And damages are 10% minimum. Maximum means you have to pay 10% to a maximum, though per day is there, but 10% not even profit in such projects. But there you are bound because you will lose your money. Or you get extension or use the money. That is question of loss, and that's business. That is commerce. There we are very serious for that because you will lose money. But why our courts are not serious? Why public doesn't raise this issue? What this legislature is doing and what this executive is doing? They are not serious about anything. Let public suffer. Crores of cases are pending and people are not serious. Is moving as easygoing. Lawyers are interested in their clients, and judges are taking it too easily. Means it is just moving for sake of moving, and people are not serious. Why such time is given to these judges? Judges would say shortage of judges. Okay, raise positions. After all, we are spending money. You are charging court fees. Why don't you augment strength of judiciary judges? Who shall do it? Why doesn't legislature empower judiciary itself to do all this? Why should judiciary depend upon legislature and government? Questions are arising. We have to think this way. Not simply vote is enough. We have to raise conditions. We have to set conditions. If you are going to vote you, you have to do this. If judges are required, means required. Finish. Allow. You can move around world and spend money. Your MPs can go to foreign. Everybody can spend money. Public cannot get justice in time. What is meaning of management of all these institutions then? Your cases are heard very fast because these are political cases. But public cases are delayed and delayed and delayed. Why should public suffer when public is just spending money on judiciary, is spending money on legislature and on executive? Why should public suffer? But public has been suffering, evidently, and shall keep on suffering because public is afraid to speak, scared to speak. I don't know, scared for whom? From whom? Why should it scare from legislature or from judiciary or from executive? Why? What wrong I have done? I have a right for early judgment. I have. And in fact, these crimes are enhancing because of this reason. Why these investigating agencies are not statutory in themselves? Why should CBI be under government? Why should payment of courts be under government? Leave them fine and leave them aside. A overhaul is required. Leave all institutions aside, just support them and don't interfere in their affairs. But you need courage for that. No PM has courage. So far, no PM had courage. Leave them aside. CBI is your puppet. ED is your puppet. All agencies are your puppet. Police is your puppet. Government employees are your puppet. And even judiciary has become your puppet. Where is governance then? If everybody is your puppet, then where are people? And people are also your puppet now. They have submitted. I don't think that we had such highest profile of slavery in past. I don't think in Raman's time it was like that. I don't think so. In Raman's time or some other time, though it's imaginary. It's skeptical, but yes, it's a comparative, I'm telling. They may be stronger people than we are. No value of education if we cannot speak. We have to speak for ourselves, for our future generations. And if you ignore, time shall ignore us. I am just trying to assist you people to draw strength from our constitution, from our society, from our free status of nation, so that we are a streamlined nation, we are a streamlined society to a status where we can stand ourselves without depending upon our political, what I should say, political servants. I should not say leaders. They are not leaders. In fact, no one is leader. They cannot lead countries, they are not called leaders. They are our employees, servants, and servants are to be acted upon if they don't work. We have to take action against these servants because they are not working to our requirement. Whatever they are, whoever they are doing their way and we have to stop them. Our life is more important. Our problems are more important to look into. And if we do not take care now, we shall take care nowhere in life. We had some people in past who were good in politics, in rule, in government, but those people had no value. And now a threat has been spread uniformly in society. That threat has to go. That scarce degree has to go. Why? American don't fear, English people don't fear, other people don't fear, only we fear. Because we are ourselves in conflict. We are ourselves in conflict. We have to, again I am drawing your attention to your power of vote. Mat. It is very significant power, not only in our country, but every country. You see what happened in Israel? 2 times elections were conducted, no result. It's third time. I hope elections will be conducted there. And nobody can guarantee what government will be there. It happens in Spain. In 3 years, 4 elections. I think 2 years, 4 elections. No government could be formed. Again, problem there. This means people there are alive. Alive people are there, not sleeping people. Those societies are alive. Brexit stirred foundation of England, UK. They were very happy to come out of Europe Union. They voted against that. They could not understand what they were doing. They did not analyze properly. They were emotionally moved. They said, no, don't do it, but they did not care because they were not led properly. And result is they have wasted 3 years. 3 years or whatever number of years, 2 or 3. Still no answer, no end. Do you want that to happen here? After all, we are followers of British. Naturally. We are in sleeping society. I don't know why Arab are not sleeping. Arab, many countries in Middle East and GCC, they are not sleeping, but we are sleeping, permanently sleeping. They are thinking a lot. They are heavy weights for fossil products. They know future is not for fossil products. Future is somewhere else. And they have not so much magnitude in other directions, yet they are trying differently for tourism, for something else, or for investing their money in our country or in some other country like China, like elsewhere. And they are inviting China to their Gulf states. Their language is even accepted because they know future is going to be doomed for them. But we are always optimists, always dreaming heaven here. We know it's not going to happen, yet we are dreaming. This is difference of head value. We are not thinking, they are thinking. They are getting educated. The education standard which was 50, 30 years before have changed now. They have employment problem as well like we have. People are having high degrees from USA, from England, from Canada, from somewhere else, and they are not finding jobs. Even though foreigners have been out from there, immigrants have been out from there, yet they are not having complete jobs. This means their future is changing. And corruption is there, of course, but not to level we had. We have to take all this into our consideration. We cannot isolate from world progress. China and USA, everybody knows what's happening. USA, being biggest country, being powerful country, is now narrowing its policy in business, in trade balances, trade deficits. We don't have trade with others. We are only exporting something very small quantity. We have no industrial export. We have no production, no quality. We had exported people. We have exported human resources for development. But that too is limited now because those people are not interested in ours now. They have their own people. They have their own people. They can survive with them. It means, of course, we are trailing behind. We are withdrawing ourselves from world. We are withdrawing. We are certainly withdrawing. And people want to use us here if they want. We may go to any country and say invest here. No one is going to invest here if our social environment is not peaceful. Why shall someone come here to be in problem, to be in turmoil of social unrest? Whatever situation of currently political system is moving, it is going to create difference among people in future. If you are just keeping bills like CAB or like others where there is a friction of and fire is there in that bill, it may be approved, doesn't matter. It may be approved by Parliament and signed, it doesn't mean that it is done. Because there is fire inside, explosion inside that bill, and that explosion shall happen one day. We are not using minds, we are not using capabilities, we are using the profile of people, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, and all that. At this stage, you are talking Hindu, Muslim. In 2019, where everything is changed, we have to think for people's future, not for this. Hindu, Muslim got no meaning in this age. Why we are so much worried? Why we are worried about people? Everywhere people are living in the world, are you responsible for all? If Muslims are there, Hindus are there, Sikhs are there, it doesn't make any sense as far as this will contribute to national development. For me, Muslim is no enemy because they are from this country. Yes, they have faith. Religion is different. Faith is so what? It doesn't make a difference. As far as person is contributing to this country, it's fine. And if I'm Hindu, I'm doing cheating all time. I'm not working for country. I'm passing some information to some other country. I'm faithful, you think? It doesn't mean. It doesn't mean country doesn't need a religion. Country doesn't move because of religion. Country moves because of people, because of work, because of power, because of economy, because of everything. And we are breaking everywhere. When lakhs of youth are waiting for jobs and jobs are not available, what do you think? Hindu, Muslim shall provide food? This religion factor shall provide food? No. This is personal issue. This is not national issue. Religion is always confined to your individuality. It is not confined to sociality, to state level or to national level. You need food to live, not prayer. Prayer is personal matter. You pray or don't pray. It's your choice. But food is a must. It's not personal matter. Food is a must. Your clothes are a must. Your house is a must. Your activities are a must. Your job is a must. Your development is must. Your research is must. All those are must factor. How can we get this in our mindset? If you talk to youth, they will all cry, but job is not there, this is a problem, that is a problem. But if you talk to mature people as well, they will say nothing, everything is fine. How it is fine when it's not fine? Means we want to see something, we don't accept that. And we want to imagine something which is not going to happen. Failed state. This is not welfare state, it's a failure state. Again, people have to realize facts. If people don't realize facts, you have to suffer. Examination of university is not final answer. You pass, you get merit, You get gold medal, you get whatever that must be achieved in life, not in university. If you fail in life, no meaning of your education. If you have no knowledge in work, no meaning of education level. And if you have knowledge in addition to academics, you are professional. Why we call someone is professional? Because someone can apply his knowledge on practical aspects. Somebody applies knowledge and then knows further, called operational research. It's not scientific research, operational research. As whatever I learned is verified by this work. This is left, this is left, this is done, this is done. So I have to think for what is left and find answer to that. That is called movement. Same thing we have to move in society. We have to relate ourselves to our system. What system is, we have to understand that. How that works, we have to understand that. And where are lapses, we have to discover that. And lapses we have to fill in. We have to correct, we raise lapses. And we raise lapses, we are stationed somewhere, we are located somewhere. It's not simply argument. It's not simply voice of raise. You have to give solutions as well. And solutions are not easy. Solutions come out from experience, from knowledge, from ability to understand problem, comprehend everything. Only then we can solve problems. Really, I feel sometimes pleased also that some people are good, some youth are good. They do something, they think something, they speak something. For example, now these students of various universities, including Delhi University and Jawaharlal Nehru University, they are struggling, they have been struggling. It's good. Fight for your rights. If you are really learning for nation, it's duty of nation to extend to you free education. Or if not fully free, partly free. It is right of every person, every student in this country. Though Constitution says only 6 to 14 years education is free, but I don't agree with that. But only 6 to 14 years education must be free. It is very old formula, very old provision. Complete education to capable people must be free. Just think, if IITs are very expensive, if diploma engineering were expensive, if degree engineering were too expensive, would we have so many lakhs of engineers now? You think? Well, I don't think so. We have a quota, we have a store of engineers, stores of doctors in this age. Unlimited quantity, you can see crores. You should know that we have 130 or crores people. Out of that, there must be, you can say, 50% people that at least have a school education. We have to utilize our resources. These are resources, but we are not able to utilize them. Our engineers don't get applied. How can they practice? If our doctors just do business in medical, they don't serve people, how can they survive? And if there's expense on health, you have to spend lakhs and lakhs on treatment, how can you survive? Is everybody capable to pay lakhs? I am not. Why health services are not promoted by government? Why free education is not promoted by government? Whose job is? We have to take care of all those who can be educated. And simply closing doors for education by raising fees shall lead to nowhere. Why do you want to stop education to people? You have no right to do, but indirectly you are doing that. Why your injustices are not being promoted? Where are our people who could invest? They are going to invest in foreign countries. They are not investing here. What's the reason behind that? Who shall chart out this? For what we appoint government? We appoint MPs for what? And what those MPs are doing? We don't want yes men MPs. No, we don't want that. Parliament may pass some bills, that's different. But we have to be careful for every bill. Why everywhere we involve politics? What is happening in Pakistan, I'm least bothered. What's happening in my country, I'm bothered. Why should I care for their people, not care for my people? My first priority should be my people. That is more important. I have to check my problem first. This is my country. I am not interested in what's happening in Bangladesh, what's happening in Pakistan, or what's happening in other states. It is not my problem. No sentiments as such. No sentiments. When you work somewhere else in other world, other countries, do you think of those people's issues or your job issue? Which you think? Therefore, I say, be careful of government, what they are doing. Be careful of your parliament, because they are only wasting time of nation. They are not working for you at all. They are working on political gains, all these parties. They are not working for nation. My problems are that I am citizen of this country. I must have food. I must have clothing. I must have residence. These are basic requirements. On this, I must have health. I must have facilities. I must have job. I must have whatever is required, and to my capability. As citizen, it's my right, my expectation, and as government and legislature, this is expectation. I expect this from government to help me achieve this. And if they cannot do it, raise their hands. What should I call government then? I think it's very small conduct I'm speaking to you. I don't know everything, but I can explain and successfully explain to you how to push you towards active life. I have observed we are not active people so far. Active means you should be awaken. You should not sleep much. I have not seen people nowadays active in life. They are active using motor cars, they are active using scooters, motorcycles, but individually they are not active. They are comfortable people. They want to live luxurious life. If you want to live luxurious life, you don't know what struggle is, what hard work is. Hard work is must and a must. Or else you do not expect good future. Everybody cannot work hard, I know, but those who are required to work hard must work hard. Otherwise, no use. They may divide you basis of Hindu, Muslim. Yes, let that divide. Who bothers? These people, these political pillars, they have only one foundation, one formula, one solution. Be full public. Keep them thinking for you only. Modi thinks people should think of me, and others used to think same thing. People shouldn't think for me. They forget. People have problems. People require solutions. People have to move further and further and further. They forget that. And that is a loss we are facing. Until we change our attitude towards these institutions of government, legislature, and judiciary, we cannot come up with solutions. People must think, and youth must lead. Must lead. We have to set our goal. We have to set all these things. And our goal is not to elect these people, but to use these people. If you elect MP, If you elect MLA and they elect PM, you have to use them. Or if they are not worth use, abuse them. Abuse doesn't mean abuse of language. Abuse means throw them out. Simple. Force them, leave chair and go. But it cannot be done by one man, one person. It's a group activity. You have to force that person who is a willing one for you. If my government cannot improve economy, my government cannot provide jobs, if my government cannot control rapes, if my government cannot control law and order situation, then there is no need of that government to stay in power. I need government to work, to think. But government doesn't do that. Who shall do that? Do not be very limited to what I'm saying. Think yourself. I am just stressing that you start thinking for your future. Don't leave this think tank to politicians. Politicians can never become think tank. You are think tank. Don't rely on Prime Minister. Don't rely on President. Don't rely on anybody else. Rely on yourself. If you can rely on yourself, you can analyze your problem and you can use it for solutions. अब थोड़ा हिंदी में भी बात कर लेते हैं 5 मिनट 10 मिनट। भारत है, हम जानते हैं हम भारत हैं। भारत देश महान देश, हम भारत के लोग हैं। हमने स्वयं अपनी सर्वनिष्ठा से सत्यनिष्ठा से इस देश को गठित किया है। इन सिद्धांतों पे हम जानते हैं। तो क्या सिद्धांत हैं? वो है प्रभु सत्ता संपन्न है हम, समाजवाद वाले हैं हम, पंथ निरपेक्ष हैं हम, और लोकतांत्रिक और गणतांत्रिक है हम। और इन सब से हम तीनों को लेते हैं। इंसाफ दिलाएंगे, सबको न्याय दिलाएंगे, और हम सबको फ्रीडम दिलाएंगे, स्वतंत्रता दिलाएंगे सोचने की, समझने की। और इसके अलावा जो भी बाकी है उन सबको दिलाएंगे और उसका यूज उन्हें करने देंगे। ये हमारा संविधान कहता है। साथ में ये भी कहता है कि जो किसी की ड्यूटी है, आपका जो कर्म है एक भारत के नागरिक होने के हिस्से से, नाते से, वो आपको पूरा करना चाहिए। अगर आप 51 में जाएंगे, आर्टिकल 51 संविधान के अंदर, तो आपको मिलेगा लिखा हुआ कि आपकी क्या क्या कर्तव्य हैं, और वो कर्तव्य कितने लोग कर रहे हैं, प्रश्न ये उठता है। मैं तो नहीं लगता कि मैं पूरे कर रहा हूँ, और मुझे लगता नहीं कि आप भी पूरे कर रहे होंगे, क्योंकि वो खाली दिखाने के लिए लिखा गया है या करने के लिए। मेरे को समझ नहीं आया, आपको समझ नहीं आया आज तक। और राजनीति वालों की तो बात ही छोड़ो, उन्होंने ना संविधान खोल के पढ़ना है, ना उन्होंने कभी पढ़ा है, ना वो समझ सकते हैं, ना जान सकते हैं। उनकी तो मैं बात भी करना नहीं चाहता इस मामले में, जहां तक संविधान का सवाल है, क्योंकि संविधान पब्लिक का है, राजनेताओं का नहीं है। राजनेता तो बस कसम खाने के लिए होते हैं उसकी, उसके बाद कुछ मतलब नहीं है उनसे। कहते हैं ना, कसम खा लीजिए आप राजनीति की, खा लेते हैं हम कसम, उसके बाद उसको भी मतलब नहीं है जो वहां बैठा है कि उसकी क्या प्रॉब्लम है, क्या करे या ना करे। जब भारत के लोग इतने सीरियस नहीं है, इतने गंभीर नहीं है अपनी समस्याओं को सुलझाने के लिए, तो समस्याएं कौन सुलझाएगा? मैं नहीं समझता कि हम लोग गंभीर हैं, बिल्कुल नहीं समझता मैं। गंभीर होते तो ऐसी सरकारें भी नहीं बनती, ऐसे एमपी भी नहीं आते। हम गंभीर होते तो हमारे यहाँ आपराधिक छवि के लोग नहीं आते, सोच समझ के हम लोगों को चुनते। इसका मतलब साफ है कि हम लोग सोच समझ के नहीं चुन रहे। हम जाते हैं नशे में, वोट दे के आ जाते हैं। अरे कमल के फूल पे लगाना, हाथ पे लगाना, या साइकिल पे लगाना, या सर किस पे लगाना, ये सोच के जाते हैं, लगा देते हैं। ना वोटर समझता है वोट का मतलब, ना गरीब वोटर, ना अमीर वोटर। बस वोट दे दो भाई, हमारी ड्यूटी है। वोट देना आपकी ड्यूटी है। आपको ये भी ड्यूटी है कि आप सही दें वोट, गलत ना दें वोट। क्यों ऐसा है? हमारे को जब शक्ति है, संविधान ने दी है, तो हम उस शक्ति को समझते क्यों नहीं है? क्या वो शक्ति बेईमानी है? क्या वो शक्ति खिलौना है बच्चे का, तोड़ फोड़ के फेंक दो? वो शक्ति क्या है? क्या शक्ति है कि हमने इनकी गुलामी करनी है, इन एमपीज की, एमएलएस की, प्राइम मिनिस्टर और राष्ट्रपति की? क्या वो शक्ति ये कहती है कि गुलाम बन जाओ? मेरे हिसाब से तो नहीं कहती ये शक्ति, और मैं मानता भी नहीं इस चीज को। मेरी शक्ति मेरे लिए है, मेरी शक्ति मेरे देश के लिए है, मेरी शक्ति मेरे काम के लिए है, मेरे भविष्य के लिए है। तो मैं इस शक्ति को क्यों खराब करूं? कौन बताएगा मुझे ये? ऊपर वाला आके बताएगा, या मेरा दिमाग मुझे बताएगा, या मेरी विद्या मुझे बताएगी? कौन बताएगा? ये लोग तो चाहते हैं आप उल्लू बनते रहिए जिंदगी भर। इनकी दुकानें चलनी चाहिए, राजनीति वाली दुकानें। ये बड़ी बड़ी दुकानें इनकी चलनी चाहिए, चाहे वो कांग्रेस हो, बीजेपी हो, या कोई और भी क्यों ना हो। इनका तो बिजनेस है आपके वोट का खेल, आपको बेवकूफ बनाना। इनका तो आप कष्ट, बस इनको आप पैसा दे दो, आपका पैसा वोट है, और इनको सीट मिल जाए, यही राजनीति है आज की तारीख में। इनसे आप कुछ नहीं पूछ सकते, आपने क्या कहा, किया हमने किया, अरे हाँ चल रहा है, काम चल रहा है। आप कोई पूछोगे अरे हो रहा है ना विकास, बहुत विकास हो रहा है, कहाँ हो रहा है, कैसे हो रहा है? अरे आप यकीन जाके देख लो ना कितना विकास हो रहा है। आप जाने वाले नहीं है, और वो कहने वाले विकास हो रहा है। मुझे ऐसा विकास नहीं चाहिए, मुझे ऐसा विकास चाहिए ही नहीं। मुझे तो देश का विकास चाहिए। मुझे तो ये बताइए कि आपने जो कहा था हम ये करेंगे, आपने क्या किया? आपने देश के नोटों को बदला, अच्छी बात, बदल दिया आपने। रिजल्ट तो बताओ। नहीं बताएंगे। आप कानून लाते हैं, बिल लाते हैं संसद में, बहस भी उसमें होती है, फायदा क्या? उस बहस का क्या फायदा? कितने आदमी घंटों बहस करें, उस बहस का रिजल्ट कुछ नहीं, उस बहस की मेजरमेंट कुछ नहीं, उस बहस की वैल्यूएशन कुछ नहीं। बस बहस हो गई, एक ने कुछ कहा, एक ने कुछ कहा, वो लिख लिया गया सेक्रेटरी ने, और जर्नल में निकाल देंगे। स्पीकर ने हा 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 ना 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 कर दी, बात खत्म। लेकिन गिनती तो सरों की हुई, कितने हाँ में हैं, कितने ना में हैं, उस बहस से कोई लेना देना नहीं। जाएगी जर्नल में, किसी को पढ़ना होगा पढ़ लेगा, उसकी कोई वैल्यू नहीं उस बिल को पास करने में या फेल करने में। तो ऐसी बहस की आवश्यकता क्या है? वो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव, वो हमारे जो नुमाइंदे, क्या कहते हैं हिंदी में, जो भी हमारे वो एजेंट वहां बैठे हैं एमपी बन के, वो हमारे लिए काम कर रहे हैं या बहस के लिए काम कर रहे हैं? आपने बहस की, उस बहस को बस सुन लिया, उसके ऊपर कोई रिसर्च नहीं की, कोई मार्क्स नहीं दिया भाई इसमें चेंज करो नहीं करो। मुझे तो नहीं लगता कोई सुनने वाला है वहां पे इस बात को। बस बहस करा दी, वोट करा दिए, बिल पास, बस हो गया काम। जिम्मेदारी किसकी है और किस चीज की जिम्मेदारी है? मेरी नहीं सुनते माना, मेरे रेजिडेंट की भी नहीं सुनते, तो किसकी सुनते हैं आप? अपने आदमियों की, बस मेरे इतने एमपी हैं मैं जीत जाऊंगा। कोई प्रोपोर्शन नहीं है, कोई उसमें स्केल नहीं है वोट की, और कोई वहां इंडिपेंडेंट अथॉरिटी बैठी नहीं कि सोच सके कि इसने क्या बोला, कितना सही कितना गई है, तो इतने मार्क्स उसको दे दो, उसको इनकॉर्पोरेट करो काउंटिंग में। वो तो नहीं हो रहा। आप चिल्लाए जाइए, बोले जाइए, हम तो बिल पास करा ही लेंगे। भाई ये तो लोकतंत्र नहीं है, ये लोकतंत्र नहीं है। अगर कोई सही बोल रहा है तो आपको उसको सुनना चाहिए, उस पर एक्शन लेना चाहिए। लेकिन आप ऐसा नहीं करेंगे, क्योंकि आपको पता है आपके इतने वोट हैं, तो हमारी डेमोक्रेसी वोटक्रेसी हो गई। बस हमारे नंबर है, हम पास करा लेंगे। क्या मैं अपने एमपी को या अपने एमएलए को इसलिए चुन के भेजता हूँ कि धींगा मस्ती करे वहां जाके, प्राइम मिनिस्टर के पैर छुए, अपनी पार्टी के लिए काम करे? नहीं, इसलिए नहीं भेजता हूँ। ना मैं एमपी को इसलिए भेजता हूँ, ना एमएलए को इसलिए भेजता हूँ। मैं भेजता हूँ जाके हमारी समस्याओं को सुलझाए और देश के लिए काम करे, समाज के लिए काम करे, शहर के लिए काम करे। इसलिए भेजता हूँ कि कुछ करके दे, इसलिए नहीं भेजता हूँ कि बस सीट पे बैठ गया, अपनी अथॉरिटी चलाई, हो गया। एमपी इसलिए नहीं होते। एमपी न्यायपालिका का नहीं, लेजिस्लेचर का हिस्सा है, विधायिका का हिस्सा। विधायिका जिसका काम है आपकी प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करने के लिए नियम कानून बनाना, रेगुलेशन बनाना। क्या इतना आसान समझते हो? जो नेगोशिएशन रेगुलेशन बन रहे हैं आपके लिए बन रहे हैं, वो तभी तो आप सही बनाएंगे। आपको उन प्रॉब्लम्स का पता होगा, या आप मुझसे पूछेंगे आके कि आपको क्या चाहिए। कभी कोई किसी से पूछा? नहीं आया। क्यों? अगर मेरा एमपी, मेरा एमएलए मेरे लिए नहीं सोचता है, मेरी बात को वहां नहीं बताता है, तो वो किसके लिए सोचते हैं? ये भी तो प्रश्न उठता है। क्या नहीं उठना चाहिए? नहीं उठना चाहिए तो क्यों नहीं उठना चाहिए? हम इनको वोट देते हैं, किस लिए देते हैं? क्या एमपी से मेरा रिश्ता होना चाहिए काम के लिए, या एमपी से एमएलए से रिश्ता होना चाहिए काम के लिए? मुझे तो नहीं लगता कि किसी को जरूरत पड़ेगी इनकी। मुझे नहीं लगता कि आज की तारीख में एमपी एमएलए की जरूरत है। जब जरूरत नहीं है इनकी, तो चुनाव क्यों किया जाए इनका? कोई फायदा नहीं है। अगर पब्लिक ये नहीं सुनते हैं, जो इनको वोट देते हैं, तो ये किन की सुनेंगे? सोचिए। बहुत आवश्यक है सोचना। नहीं सोचेंगे तो नुकसान हमारा ही है, और इस नुकसान से बचने के लिए हमको काम करना पड़ेगा। और मेरी उन युवा लोगों से खास तौर से कहना है कि आप लोग भूल जाइए कौन प्रधानमंत्री है कौन नहीं। आप एक ही चीज माइंड में रखिए, मेरा भारत के बारे में मुझे ये सोचना है। ये लोग तो बिके हुए लोग हैं जिनको बहुत कुछ कहा जाता है आजकल, हम उस बात में नहीं जानना चाहते। उसका फायदा नहीं है कोई। आपको सिर्फ ये सोचना है कि हमें वहां अच्छे आदमी कैसे भेजें, लोकसभा में या एमएलए की पोजीशन में, इस तरह से स्वच्छ लोग वहां पहुंचे। लेकिन हम ये नहीं सोच रहे हैं। हम सिर्फ ये सोच रहे हैं भाई वोट देना है दे देंगे, किसी को भी दे देंगे, हो जाएगा काम। हम बिजनेस करते हैं तो उसको देंगे जो हमारे बिजनेस में काम आता है। अगर कोई ऐसा नहीं सोच सकता कि हम कैसे चुने इन एमपीओ को और कैसे इनको रखा जाए, तो वो भारत के संविधान को कभी नहीं जान सकता। ज्यादा बड़ी बड़ी बात करने से, लंबे लंबे बात करने से मैं जानता हूं आप लोग बोर हो जाते हैं, लेकिन ये बात बहुत सीरियस है। देश को जागना होगा। देश में आर्थिक प्रॉब्लम बहुत है, सामाजिक प्रॉब्लम बहुत है, नियम की प्रॉब्लम बहुत है, कानून ऑर्डर की, और भी पता नहीं क्या क्या इंडस्ट्रीज की प्रॉब्लम है, दूसरी प्रॉब्लम्स है। उस सबको चलाने के लिए कुछ तो जगह चाहिए। वो जगाने की मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूं। जब लोग जाग जाते हैं तो सोचते हैं, जब नहीं जागते हैं तो नहीं सोचते हैं। आपको जगाना ही मेरा वास्तविक मतलब है। आप अगर जागेंगे तो सोचेंगे। मैं ये नहीं सोच रहा, ये नहीं कह रहा कि आप वही सोचें जो मैं सोच रहा हूं। मुझे इस चीज की भूख नहीं है। आप वो सोचें जो देश चाहता है, तो भारत चाहता है। भारत चाहता है लोग उसके बारे में सोचें, करें। देश के हर नागरिक के बारे में सोचें। सोचिए। अगर आप सोच के कुछ आदमी सॉल्यूशन निकाल देता है तो क्या खराबी है? गलत है क्या? मुझे नहीं देखना कि कौन कितने प्रधानमंत्री रहने वाला, मुझे उसको मतलब नहीं है। वो एक आदमी है, इंसान है, कोई भी बन सकता है, लेकिन काम करके भी दिखाना होता है। आज देश जिस हालत में खड़ा है, आर्थिक हालत में, वो ना आपसे छुपा है ना उससे छुपा है। कहने को तो बहुत कुछ कहा जा सकता है, जन गण मन कहा जा सकता है, गा लेंगे, भारत भाग्य विधाता कर लेंगे, लेकिन भारत का भाग्य कौन लिखेगा? आप ही लिखेंगे। कैसे लिखेंगे? आपको पता ही नहीं कि आपका भाग्य क्या है, पूछेंगे किससे करेंगे? खैर, मैं तो यही कहूँगा, ज़्यादा लंबा चौड़ा बात ना करके, क्योंकि अभी लंबी बात हो चुकी है और फिर बोर भी हो जाते हैं, 2.5 घंटे से ऊपर हो गया है। मेरा सिर्फ कहने का मतलब ही ज़्यादा सरकार की बातों में मत आओ, देश के बारे में सोचना शुरू कर दो। अब हमें भी अपने को ऊपर उठाना है, क्रांति लानी होगी देश में। हमें हिंदू मुसलमान में मत बंटने दो। हिंदू मुसलमान सिख ईसाई में बांटोगे तो किसी को कुछ मिलने वाला नहीं है, क्योंकि देश लोगों का होता है। हम ये कहें हम पाकिस्तान से लाएंगे आदमी, वहां से लाएंगे, बेकार की बातें हैं। ठीक है, आप नियम बना रहे हैं, आपने विधायन पास कर ले, आप लाते रहिए, लेकिन प्रॉब्लम बढ़ेंगी ही, घटेंगी नहीं। मैं नहीं मानता कि किसी दूसरे देश का आदमी लेना चाहिए, चाहे वो कोई भी संस्कृति का हो, कोई भी धर्म का हो, उसे लेना ठीक नहीं है। लेकिन आप लोग ले रहे हैं, आपकी मर्जी है, क्या कोई करेगा इसमें? फिर भी समस्याएं तो समस्याएं हैं, इस बात से समस्याएं सॉल्व नहीं हो जाएंगी और बढ़ेंगी। समस्याओं को बढ़ाना है, घटाना है, हमको सोचना चाहिए, खाली कहने से नहीं होता है। अब मैं सिर्फ इतना कहूंगा आपसे कि वंदे मातरम की भी इज्जत रख लो, भारत माता की भी इज्जत रख लो, राष्ट्रीय ज्ञान की भी इज्जत रख लो, और जो जो आप देश की इज्जत रख लो, समाज की इज्जत रख लो, और देश को इस बारे में सोचने में मजबूर कर दो कि वो क्या चीज है, कैसे है। आज हम जब देखते हैं लोग वंदे मातरम के कभी भी आते हैं गलियों में, आप जब इन चीजों की वैल्यू कर लेंगे, खाली स्पीच में नहीं, स्पीच में नहीं, करने में। अगर आप पढ़े लिखे हैं तो सोचना शुरू कर दो, संविधान को पढ़ना शुरू कर दो, मतलब को समझो, प्रधानमंत्री क्या है, एमपी क्या है, कोर्ट क्या है, सब जानना शुरू कर दो तो अच्छे रहोगे। अपनी पढ़ाई को इस्तेमाल करना शुरू कर दो, शर्माना छोड़ दो, बोलो, लिखो, सब कुछ करो, गवर्नमेंट को उत्तेजित करो, क्रिटिसाइज करो, ये आपका हक है। हम गवर्नमेंट की तारीफ करने के लिए नहीं देते वोट, गवर्नमेंट से पूछने के लिए देते हैं, बोलो तुमने क्या किया, पूछो। किस बात का डर है भाई? आप जर्नलिस्ट नहीं है, आप एक आम नेता हैं, नेता भी नहीं है, पार्टी है, तो डर किस बात का है? खैर, अगर आप नहीं सोचेंगे देश के बारे में तो कुछ होने वाला नहीं है। ये आपको ऐसे ही फालतू की धार्मिक बातों में उलझाए रखेंगे और आप उलझते रहना। इस देश का फिर होने वाला कुछ नहीं है, आपकी समस्याएं सुलझने वाली नहीं है। और यही बात कह के मैं आपसे फिर कहूंगा, होश में आ जाओ, माइंड का इस्तेमाल करो, भावनाओं में बहना छोड़ दो, भूल जाओ इन राजनीति के नेताओं को, अपने आप को आगे लाओ, क्वेश्चन करना सीखो, आवाज उठाना सीखो। ये देश संविधान से चलना है, किसी मनुस्मृति से नहीं चलना, किसी मोदी के कानून से नहीं चलना। ये चलना है तो भारत के संविधान से, भारत के कानून से, भारत के लोगों से, भारत की शक्ति से। भारत जो एक बहुत बड़ी शक्ति है दुनिया में, हो जाएगी दुनिया में, उससे चलना है, आपकी मेहनत से चलना है, आपकी लगन से चलना है। भूल जाओ इन राजनीतिक चोर बदमाशों को, ये चोर हैं, डकैत हैं, आपका वोट लूटेंगे, आपकी ताकत लूटेंगे, आपका परिश्रम लूटेंगे और हमेशा ऐश करेंगे। आपको जॉब मिले या ना मिले, आप भूखे रहें या ना रहें, इन्होंने आपको बरगलाते रहना है बिना बातों में, जैसा ये कर रहे हैं। इन्होंने किया, कल भी किया, पहले भी किया और करते रहेंगे, आगे भी करते रहेंगे। इनके पास कोई बात नहीं है करने के लिए इन्हीं बातों के अलावा। इनके पास ना आर्थिक का जवाब है स्थिति का, ना जॉब्स का जवाब है, ना एम्प्लॉयमेंट का जवाब है, ना इंडस्ट्रीज का जवाब है, ना पैसा गिर रहा है रुपए का उसका जवाब है। कोई जवाब इनके पास नहीं है। इनके पास एक ही बात है, आपसे बात करने का मौका ना दें। सीए भी ले आते हैं, नागरिकता बिल है, ट्रिपल तलाक बिल है, अयोध्या का केस है, ये केस है, वो केस है। आपको इन्होंने उलझा के रखना है, आपको इसको इस्तेमाल नहीं करने देना है। क्योंकि जिस दिन आप इस शक्ति का इस्तेमाल करेंगे, इस शक्ति में जहां सब रहता है, वो आप इनके उत्तर में पूछेंगे, बताइए आपका उत्तर इसके लिए क्या है। आप इनकी खाट खड़ी करनी शुरू करेंगे और इनके पास जवाब नहीं है। जिसके पास जवाब होता है वो करके दिखा देता है, वो वेट नहीं कराता। उसको मनमोहन सिंह कहते हैं, उसको नेहरू कहते हैं, उसको इंदिरा गांधी कहते हैं जो करके दिखाते हैं, उसको मोदी कहते हैं जिसके पास जवाब नहीं होता, उसको अमित शाह कहते हैं जो बेवकूफ होता है, उसको एनडीए सरकार कहते हैं जो गधे की बच्ची है, और उसको कांग्रेस कहते हैं जो सोती रहती है। वो सोती रहती है, भाग जाती है फील्ड छोड़ के। इसलिए सब एक ही थाली के चट्टे बट्टे हैं। सबसे बड़ी विरोधी कोई है तो भारत की जनता को बनना होगा, भारत के नागरिक को बनना होगा। हमें नहीं चाहिए पाकिस्तान से लोग, हमें नहीं चाहिए बंगला, क्या करने के लिए चाहिए? उनको रहने दो उनके देश में, हमें क्या मतलब है? वो गद्दार नहीं होंगे क्या गारंटी है? वो यहाँ आके जासूसी नहीं करेंगे क्या गारंटी है इस बात की? चाहे वो हिंदू हो या सिख हो, कोई भी हो, अपने देश में जो है 70 साल से रहा है, आपके उसके मन को कैसे मान सकते हैं? वो तो आना चाहेगा, वो तो सारे भी आ जाएंगे, लेकिन जिम्मेदारी किसकी है? मेरे पैसे के मैं टैक्स देता हूं। मोदी का बाप टैक्स नहीं देता, मैं देता हूं। अमित शाह टैक्स नहीं देता, मैं देता हूं। मेरे पैसे से आप उनको पालना चाहते हो, किस लिए? क्या एम है आपका? आप धर्म के ठेकेदार हो, भगवान के ठेकेदार हो आप। शर्म आनी चाहिए उसको, और पब्लिक जो उसको मानती है। खैर, अब मैं ज्यादा गुस्सा वुस्सा नहीं करता, करना पड़ता है कभी कभी, क्योंकि भारत के लिए सोच रहे हैं हम, अपने के लिए सोच रहे हैं हम। हमारे पास खाने को नहीं है, दूसरे को बुला लो खाना देने के लिए। आपके पास घर रहने के लिए, दूसरे की तकलीफ यहां बुला लो। क्या तकलीफ है आपको? हमारे पास क्या आबादी की कमी है तो और बुलाएंगे आप? बेवकूफ कंट्री इसे ही कहते हैं, यही बेवकूफ होता है। किसे कहते हैं बेवकूफ? बेवकूफ इन्हें ही कहते हैं, अनपढ़ गंवार लोगों को, जो कभी स्कूल कॉलेज जाके सोचा नहीं, रिसर्च नहीं की, कुछ नहीं किया, आज बेवकूफी दिखा रहे हैं हमारे सामने, भारत की जनता के सामने। खैर, धन्यवाद आपका। मैं बंद करता हूँ। कभी कभी इमोशनल हो जाता है आदमी, लेकिन ज्यादा लंबा अच्छा नहीं होता इमोशनल होना, इसलिए धन्यवाद। जय भारत।